Hello, this is Kaki Lee, and welcome to the Abundant Goddess Show, where I'll be sharing daily, bite sized pearls of wisdom I've picked up along my life journey that has allowed me to embrace and unleash my inner abundant goddess. And that's exactly what I want for you, to embrace and unleash your inner abundant goddess. I love talking about anything and everything to do with life, but I especially love talking about money, mindset, and energy, which is the main focus here. If you like what you hear, make sure you subscribe to my show so you don't miss out on your daily dose of wisdom from myself. And also follow me and let me know what you think on Facebook and Instagram at Abundance with Kaki Lee. Now let's get into it. Welcome to the Abundant Goddess Show. Today's pearl of wisdom is fear and decisions don't mix. I recently finished Kevin Hart's book, I Can't Make This Up Life Lessons. Is a really inspirational book about his life journey from when he was young to where he is now as a successful entrepreneur, comedian, actor. And it's really inspiring and really funny. So I do recommend anyone that likes that kind of humor that he has, then it's a highly recommend book. I know he's not for everyone, and some people might be thinking, oh, Kaki likes Kevin Hart, but I actually do quite like that kind of comedy. Anyway, that aside, there's a part in the book where he, towards the end, where he talks about how now he can make decisions from a place of freedom, from a place of love, from a place of knowing that he has, the world is his oyster and he can choose to take or not take opportunities. Whereas before, he had to make decisions from a place of desperation and fear. And they didn't turn out usually the way that he wanted them to turn out. And it made me think about all the decisions that I've made in my life, the ones that I made from a place of love and the ones that I've made from a place of fear. And I look at the decisions that I've made from a place of fear, and they've not worked out ever the way that I wanted them to. Yes, I may have learned lessons from it so that I know never to do it again next time. Never say never, not to do it again next time. But they usually didn't turn out right in the sense that, the way that I wanted to. But the decisions I made from love, they always turned out wonderfully. Maybe not in the way I want them to, but the outcome that comes from it is always better than I expected. For example, I'll give you a couple of examples of my own life, and maybe it'll resonate with you. I made a decision about an investment a while back, and it came from a place of FOMO, fear of missing out, a place of greed, a place of need and desperation. Needless to say, my investment did not work out, and I lost quite a bit of money. It was because I was making decisions from a place of fear, and I could feel it in my body, but I chose not to listen to my body either. Now, another example from me is when I paid 5 figures for a coach. I remember going, I'm not going to sign up unless this, and this happened. None of those things happened, but I signed up anyway because I was, again, in this space of desperation and fear and not wanting to miss out. I didn't want to not be successful. And so I made this decision and I started working with their head coach. And then suddenly she left. And the new replacement I didn't vibe with. So I didn't really get what I wanted out of it. And it wasn't a waste of money, but I could have prevented it if I had actually listened to my decision making from a place of love, if I made the decision from love rather than fear. They're just two examples of decisions I've made from a place of fear that didn't work out. There are lots more, lots more. But then when I look at the decisions that I've made from love, the ones where I have a full body fuck yes, they always turn out to be the best decisions. And they're the decisions where I don't even think about what the outcome is. I just know that they're the right decisions because I can feel it in my body and I feel the love, the expansion from the decision that I need to make. Whereas when I make the decisions from fear, it's always like, what will I get out of it? What would the things look like? It was so logical in a sense. And it was always riddled with fear, what ifs. And it was never a fuck yes, full body sensation. And even when I was talking about the investment, I felt it in my body was like cringing over, telling me is a fuck no, but I didn't listen. So now whenever I make decisions, it has to come from a place of fuck yes. And it has to come from a place of love. And don't get me wrong, I still make decisions out of fear sometimes because I'm still learning. I'm human. And sometimes there's a fine line between, is it fear or is it excitement? But I'm learning more and more each day how to discern the differences. So my take-home message for you today is whenever you need to make a decision, ask yourself, am I making this decision from a place of fear or a place of love? All you need to do is ask yourself that, and you will get the answer. And if you listen to the answer and it says you're making it from a place of fear, then stop and ask yourself, if I were to make this decision from a place of love, what would it look like? Give it a try and let me know what you think. But just remember, fear and decisions don't mix. And that's the end of the show. Please share this episode with anyone that needs a reminder that fear and decisions don't mix. If you like what you heard, make sure you subscribe to my show and remember to follow me over at Facebook and Instagram at Abundance with Kaki Lee to connect with me and let me know what you think of this episode. If you're interested in working with me or learning from me or being part of my multi-author book, The Awakened Feminine, Stories of Women Awakening to Who They Truly Are, send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram or email me at hello@kakilee.com.